Hi, I'm Laura, and today we are going to fix the Pilates Power Gym Pro. The fix that we're going to do is the replacement of the long cable. This is a not very common fix, but something you have to do if the metal cabling becomes frayed in the machine. So the long cable loops through the entire machine, and this is it, and it goes through a 3-point pulley system underneath. So the first step you're going to have to take is to cut your old long cable. And it's also important before you start to take a look underneath just to kind of get an idea of how it's going to be looped through. So we're going to do that right now. To take a look, you're going to tip the machine over on its side. This one isn't looped correctly, but it's supposed to be looped like a giant W under here. So I'm going to go. And then we're gonna cut this guy. Wire cutters is the best way to do it. Try to get like some heavy duty ones because it's a really thick cable. Okay. Once you've separated it, you're gonna have to get the other end and pull it all the way through and then get rid of the old cable. And then we're gonna start with the ball kits next. This one just pulls all the way through the machine. Just pull it all the way out. And then this one you're going to get rid of, and then we'll get ready for the new one. Okay, and the ball kit has 2 Phillips screws.
What are you going to say?
Save the screws. We're going to separate the ball, and then underneath, this is the pulley hook. This is what holds that cable in place. So you're going to loop this one out and get ready to loop the new one in. This is our new cable. Looks exactly like the other cable. Just got to make sure there's no like knots in it before we start. Okay. So if we look at our directions, this is how it loops through. So it starts in through here and then goes down like a W and then comes back out this side, and the pulley hooks are what keep it in place. Now we're going to start looping it through the machine. So it just goes straight down through the armrest. Just kind of feed it down. Then we're going to turn it back on its side. So now that we have it through the shoulder rest, this is going to be our pulley number 1. So you're going to grab it by the end, and there's a loop right here that's going to hold it in place. So you're just going to loop that bad boy through there. Gotta make sure it's nice and tight, not twisted, it's feeding through nicely. And then just ignore this one, because this one, this is the medium cable and the short cable. So now that we've gone through our first pulley, we're gonna loop it back down, but you gotta make sure you're in this metal piece, this one right here. So we're gonna loop through here. Making sure we're not twisted anywhere. Now we're going to go through pulley number 1 on the bottom. And then you need to make sure that these 2 brackets are intact or not tight. This will slip, and then in the workout, this cable's going to get caught. Okay, so this one, if you were to put this in here, it's going to get caught because this is too tight. So these are the tools that come with your machine. You're going to use this one to hold the back. And this one to loosen. Shit. Okay, there it goes. All right, so you're nice and loose now. So we're going to loop it. Make sure it's inside this bracket. We're going to have to adjust this so we are in the right position. We got to aim for this one next. So now we're doing the top of our W here. So we're gonna loop it through the center pulley, making sure not to disturb. This is a medium cable. See, now we got the thing looped through. You gotta pull it through that little bracket. And then we're gonna have to loop it back this other way, making sure we're in the bracket. Okay, so we're gonna pull this one tight, and then we're gonna go through our last bottom pulley. All right, okay, so now that we just looped this one through this final bottom pulley, we make sure that it's lined up, and now we're gonna tighten it back down. And then we're gonna take this one looped through both pulleys. We're gonna take it back up through the shoulder rest. So you're gonna loop it back underneath this metal piece. And this pulley right here, so you gotta go up through the pulley and the pulley guide. And that top is gonna put us up through the shoulder rest again. And keep pushing it through the pulley, and it's gonna pop right out the top of the shoulder rest. Okay, and then now that we have it looped through both sides, and we're making a W through our machine with the long cable, we're going to turn it back upright, and here's our pulley hook from the first end, and here's our second end. So we're gonna get our other pulley hook and add the black ball back on. Okay, so now that we have both ends, you're gonna hook it inside the final pulley hook, and then we're gonna get our ball kit back from the beginning. Okay, on the ball kit, you gotta make sure you have both ends. They look a little bit different. This is the bottom, this is the top. Gonna loop this through right here. I'm gonna grab it with our pulley hook. Okay, and then we're gonna slide the top of our ball kit, put our screws back in, just like that. And then once these are put back together, then we are ready to reattach our handles, and our machine's good to go again. Back in one piece.